Listen, Grand Theft Auto has some cool weapons, but there are definitely some that just shouldn't be there. Today in this video, I'm going to cover 10 weapons that shouldn't exist in GTA 6. Welcome back to Grand Theft Maniac, let's get into the video. Number 10, Flare Gun. Brought in with the Heist update, this is a weapon that I've never quite understood the purpose of. Yes, it's cheap, yes, it can set people on fire, but only if you score a direct hit. It's single shot, meaning the rate of fire is pitiful, and if you miss, then you're boned. It's more something for fun than serious play. About the only thing it's useful for at all is that it can be used to throw off missile lock-ons, but that cannot redeem it.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
Number 9, SNS Pistol. Okay, the SNS pistol is one of the best looking weapons in the game, that I will admit. If you want to be truly styling, then carry one of these. But if you want to win, don't. It's kind of powerful, but trying to actually hit something with it is an exercise in frustration. It's got the shortest range of any of the weapons in the game, bar the shotguns. It also packs 6 rounds by default, and a player can survive 6 direct shots from this weapon. Pointless.
Compact, and if you look at the weapon, it is very, very small. And that's one of the redeeming factors about it.
Number 8, SMG. In most games, the MP5 is a fearsome piece of kit, but not so in GTA Online. It can't be fired from cars for a start, it has poor accuracy at anything above close range. The only real advantage it has over the micro SMG is its larger clip size, but that can't make up for its other flaws. It's not even good in any particular area you would care to mention, just average. I wouldn't waste your money on this gun if I were you.
In the shots to kill, but it'll take 1 bullet to the head, or 5 if they have a bulletproof helmet. It'll take 10 to the chest.
Number 7, Sweeper Shotgun. If you're looking for a shotgun to use from a vehicle, you want the sawed-off, not this piece of junk. Sure, it can fire 10 rounds, but compared to the sawed-off, its damage is absolutely woeful. Even when compared to other shotguns, its range is pitiful too. About the only thing that it has going for it is that it has a pretty high rate of fire. Added as part of the Bikers update, it's not even worth using, especially as you unlock the sawed-off at the same time. Number 6, Compact Rifle. This is GTA Land's equivalent of the Obrez. If you don't know what an Obrez is, it's a Mosin Nagant rifle that's been cut down to the size of a pistol. It's ridiculously inaccurate and makes a fireball that's almost as big as the person firing it. This weapon is basically that. It has a massive amount of recoil and it's got a fire rate that is glacier slow compared to other rifles. You can fire it from the back of a motorbike, but hey, who cares?
Attachments aside from the extended mag, so I mean, I would recommend the extended mag because there's not really any other attachments.
Number 5, Firework Launcher. This weapon is truly pointless. Sure, it looks cool, like a Panzerfaust, but it's so weak. If you fire it at your feet, it will just take half your health off. The firework damage is absolutely terrible, with just a direct hit able to finish your target. The blast radius is tiny too, and each rocket costs $600. It's such a pointless weapon, and it appears to only exist for laughs, which, fair enough, but don't use it in serious gameplay.
The damage on this weapon isn't all that great anyways. So the magazine size is 1 firework.
Number 4, Grenade. Ah, the humble grenade. Sure, I know saying that they shouldn't exist is probably insulting a great deal of you who use them regularly, but you really shouldn't. Save your money and buy sticky bombs instead. Grenades don't do that much damage unless you're able to land one right next to somebody, and if that person has any sense whatsoever, they'll just run as soon as it lands next to them. They're a bit pointless, and there are far better examples out there. Number 3, Rocket Launcher. Wait a minute, you're saying a rocket launcher shouldn't exist? Yes, I am. Compared to the grenade launcher, the rocket launcher has a slower rate of fire, doesn't do a whole lot more damage, and has a far slower projectile. If you want a heavy weapon that isn't a grenade launcher, then you want to get either a minigun or the Widowmaker. In short, about any other heavy weapon will serve you better than this explosive bit of junk. It just isn't worth it. Number 2, Tear Gas. The most pointless weapon in the entire game. Tear gas is only useful in story mode, and online it's about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Maybe even less so. You can use the gas to take people out, but it requires a lot of exposure, and any sensible player will simply run away. Its area of effect is pitiful, and about its only real use is as an area denial weapon. But even then, there are still way better alternatives out there. Number 1, Double Action Revolver. This weapon was added as a promotion for Red Dead Redemption 2, and it should have stayed back in the cowboy era. It has a decent fire rate, nearly 2 shots per second, but you have to squeeze the trigger fully for each shot. Yes, it has nearly as good damage as the AP pistol, but it has no damage multiplier on vehicles, unlike the heavy revolver. If you want a revolver, you want the heavy revolver. If you want something that does more raw damage, take the AP pistol.
You guys can do this in first person if it makes it easier for you.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.